Welcome to our video on transport across cells. Understanding how substances move across cellular membranes is crucial for comprehending many physiological processes. Let's explore the different mechanisms of transport and their roles in cellular function. Simple diffusion is driven by concentration differences and continues until the concentration is equalized on both sides of the membrane. This process does not require energy and occurs with small non-polar molecules like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Passive transport across the cellular membrane does not require the expenditure of metabolic energy. It includes simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and osmosis. Ion channels are selective for specific ions. These channels allow ions to pass through the membrane in response to various stimuli. Voltage-gated channels open or close in response to changes in membrane potential. Ligand-gated channels open or close when a specific molecule, ligand, binds to the channel. Mechanically gated channels open or close in response to mechanical forces, such as stretch or pressure. Larger molecules or ions can cross the cellular membrane via membrane channels or with the help of carrier proteins. These proteins facilitate the movement of substances that cannot diffuse freely across the lipid bilayer. The plasma membrane is selectively permeable. The lipid bilayer allows gases, hydrophobic molecules, and small polar molecules to pass through, while larger molecules and ions require specialized transport mechanisms. The plasma membrane is composed of lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. Lipids include phospholipids, cholesterol, and sphingolipids, which provide structural integrity and fluidity. Proteins consist of integral proteins that span the membrane and peripheral proteins attached to the membrane surface. Carbohydrates, such as glycoproteins and glycolipids, play roles in cell recognition and signaling. The primary function of the cellular membrane is to separate the cytoplasm from the extracellular environment, allowing cells to communicate and integrate as a complex organism. Regulation occurs at various levels: intracellular regulation within individual cells, local organ regulation within specific organs, systemic regulation across organ systems, whole body regulation coordinated throughout the entire organism. Endocrine regulation is slower, less precise, and has more diffuse influences. Hormones can alter the excitability of nerves and are involved in the long-term regulation of metabolism, growth, and reproduction. Neural regulation involves fast adaptation to changes in the external and internal environment. It is crucial for regulating movement and immediate responses. Positive feedback entails a response that amplifies the direction of the disturbance, leading to an enhanced effect. An example is the release of oxytocin during childbirth. Negative feedback occurs when a change in a regulated variable triggers a response that reverses the initial change, bringing the variable back to the set point. This is a common mechanism in maintaining homeostasis. Homeostasis is maintained because all organs perform functions that help sustain a constant internal environment. For instance, the liver and kidneys play critical roles in regulating metabolic waste and fluid balance. Homeostasis refers to maintaining a constant internal environment within the body through physiological mechanisms. This balance is essential for the proper functioning of cells and organs. Understanding these concepts is fundamental for grasping how the body maintains stability and responds to changes. These mechanisms ensure that the internal environment remains consistent, supporting overall health and function. Thank you for watching this video on transport across cells and physiological regulation. Stay tuned for more educational content on cellular processes and body systems.